So this is Dog Days 3, newly painted. It's got a very nice tall hood on the stern, which can be completely enclosed and opened up or dropped down depending on the weather. Stepping aboard, looking underneath the engine bay. It's nice and dry. On the starboard side we have the Widebeam boiler, and then moving around under the stern there's a 55-litre hot water cylinder, and that comes round and feeds through into the rear cabin. And then here is the engine, 52 horsepower Canal line, and from there moving round there's a socket that connects to a battery charger that is currently disconnected but is part of the sail. And then here on the port side moving round we have 1, 2, 3 leisure batteries and 1 starter battery, and then just spinning round to the stern there's the weed hatch. So Dog Days 3 has a really nice and spacious cruiser stern. To the right there is a box covering the generator, and to the left is the box lid covering the gas cylinders. Here are the 2 gas cylinders with some recently updated pipework and manifold to bring it up to today's standards, and that lid just lowers down. And then to the right here we have the box housing the generator. So looking down the length of the boat, we enter down the rear steps. Looks like the dog's going first. To the left we have the bed with storage cupboards behind. Here's the storage with the inverter, keys and things hanging on the back of the door. There's the shoreline cable. We have the tiller. There's another one that's already in use. Pens, ropes, mallet, all various spare bits and bobs in there. And then in the cupboard behind the bed here, more use could be made of this. Here we have the 12 volt and 240 volt fuse boards. There's plenty of space down below and in there for additional shelving or hanging space as you require. Looking back round at the entrance, to the other side of the entrance door we have the full height wardrobe with hanging space, that's the tank for the heating system there. So there's storage space below here where I usually house the spare cassette for the toilet. And then swinging down the right hand side of the boat, there's another window, and then we have a full-size chest of drawers, which actually also has an additional pull-out shelf, which is really useful as a workstation. So in the stern cabin, here is the access door to get to the rear of the cassette toilet, and this is just removed from here and replaced. So moving on down the boat, to the right is the shower room. That was just the door closing behind me. So straight ahead we've got the sofa bed to the left, the wood burning stove to the right, shelving unit, table and chairs, more shelves, a little bit of junk below, pictures on the wall, through into the bathroom. There's a cupboard, all clean, nice oak cupboard. There's the cassette toilet, built-in sink, retiled, and then through into the shower. Back into the main cabin. The sofa bed that pulls out into a double. Windows all round. Here's the kitchen area. Got a gas stove, gas hob, the sink, which has a separate tap for drinking water. Under here there's a space for a fridge. I've had to remove the previous fridge, but that can either be replaced with a 240 volt or a 12 volt fridge. There are 240 volt sockets throughout. This is a storage cupboard in the bow here, which spans the full width of the boat. At the moment I've just got spare tiles and a bit of spare boarding in there, and that extends right across the full width of the boat, the depth of the front well. It's got a very nice fireplace with a very large glass window, shelving unit. That's the shelving unit in the corner there. The views of the kitchen and the sofa bed. And coming out onto the bow, here we have the large freshwater tank. It's a great area, plenty of room to seat 4 people. The front seats covers are about to be replaced with bullboard, so they should look all nice and sparkly soon. And here's the chimney with the cowl for the fire below, and here's the top of the boat with the 4 vents, and on the front here we have the spotlight. So looking back down inside the boat, it's spacious, bright and light, feels like a home. It's cosy in winter, bright and sunny in summer. And then we go back up to the steps where you come in from the stern, There's actually drawers for storage. I forgot to say before that the whole bed base lifts up and there's storage under the full width of that. And do the back out. And here is Dog Days.